Today we're going to talk about 3 Endura mountain biking products. 3 products that I use on my everyday rides. Endura is a Scottish company that produces mountain biking and road cycling kit. It was also one of the first companies that I came across when I entered this sport. But what am I walking here for? We're talking about bikes, aren't we? So it's important for you to know that I don't have any sponsors, and all the kit that I do talk about I bought and paid for myself. I'm still rather new to this sport, so when buying new kit I don't always make the best decisions. And that's the case with one of the products I'll be talking about today. In one of the previous videos I mentioned that my wife is a podiatrist, and I'm using one of her offices to record this video today. I'm going to talk about the MT500 Kneepads from Endura, the S-Track Lite elbowpads, MT500 protector undershorts. As you can see behind me today, the weather is great, but it's the first day in weeks that the sun is out. I've tried to go on rides these last few weeks, but they left me unsatisfied and with this nasty cold. So if I sound a bit weird, it's because of my nasal issues. Anyway, let's get into this video. I'll start with the Endura Kneepads. It was the first product I bought with Enduro riding in mind. It's important to know these are soft shell pads, so they're flexible, they're lightweight, they're breathable, they're comfortable, and I can vouch for that. I've had these during the summer, and in Belgium we had a crazy hot summer, but still these didn't feel crazy hot. From time to time, you have to go on a big pedal to get to the trailhead, or even a hike bike, and these will slide down ever so slightly, but it's not really an issue. When you arrive at the trailhead, just give them a little tug and they will slide back into place, and while you're climbing or pedaling or hiking, they don't start to feel uncomfortable. I mean, you notice they're there, but they really didn't bother me. What else can I say about this? You see the D30, I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but you can see the D30 logo on the side. And when I bought these pads, I knew nothing, and I just thought this was the series name. But it's got nothing to do with that. D30 is a different company that produces high quality shock absorbing solutions for obviously sports goods, but also for military purposes, and they're used around the globe. D30 and Endura claim that this makes them highly breathable, lightweight, and that just stands with everything I've already said. Keep in mind that breathable is not the same as durable. I was riding through the forest and I just brushed past some thorns and branches, immediately tore a hole in the lining of the pad. Well, that just makes them 5% more breathable, I guess. Anyway, I'm really happy with these. That said, I ride on loamy forest trails, so for 90% of the stuff that I ride, these are perfect. So let's continue with the MT500 protector undershorts. First off, let me tell you, as I told you in the beginning of the video, I don't have any sponsors, but I do have a mom and dad who support me in everything I do, and they gave me this as my Christmas present. So thank you, mom and dad. You see the D30 logo appear on the side of these shorts as well, which means that everything I said about the knee pads basically apply for the shorts as well. They're breathable, they're durable, they're comfortable, and they're ready for impact. Since I'll be wearing this underneath my regular pants, I'm not at all worried about the durability of the fabric. It's light, it stretches, and for me that's good news. If you would pair this with Endura pants, there is a system that allows you to click the undershorts in the regular pants, and I think that's just meant to keep everything in place a bit better. Although I went on a ride and wearing regular pants and there wasn't really an issue to me. Even more so, I didn't feel a difference between these bib shorts and the bib shorts that I ride usually. That means that I can recommend these for cross-country riders and enduro riders. Everybody that's on a bike basically can benefit from these pants. during a crash. I would even take these with me on alpine rides. I mean, they're not going to save you from broken bones when you suffer a major crash, but it's good to, very good to absorb that first impact. The Athertons family and Danny McCaskill were involved in the development of these shorts, and I think that's a nice factoid. If we turn the pants inside out, we see that there is a pad to protect your articulated foam. Basically means high density foam that forms like a net, and if you want to learn more, just look it up on Wikipedia, because that's what I did to form that last sentence. So for me, this is a winner. It's still new to me and I have trouble finding something wrong with it. So if you have something else, something better, or you did find a downside to this pair of shorts, please let me know in the comment section, and while you're there, don't forget to like and subscribe to the video. So the last thing we're going to talk about are these elbow pads. The S-Track Lite elbow pad. I mentioned in the beginning of the video that there is one product that I regretted buying, and that's these elbow pads. I bought these because a friend of mine told me he was going to ride at Chaufontaine, and if I wanted to come along, I better buy some elbow pads. It's loose, he said, it's rocky, and you will probably fall on your ass. So I did. I went online, bought these pads, and I bought these because I already had these knee pads. And I thought it's probably the same product. I'm happy with these knee pads. So just let me just take something similar. When they arrived a few days later, I took them out of the box and I immediately felt a quality difference between the elbow pads I just bought and the knee pads I already had. As you can see, the logo of D30 does not appear on the side of these pads, which means D30 was not a partner in the development of these pads. I went on the website of Endura to see what they told me about these pads there in the description, and they call them barely their elbow pads for all day use, and they're spot on with that description. They're really light, they're very flexible, they're comfortable to wear, but they don't really offer protection. I can tell you, Enduro was not what they had in mind when developing these pads. They're not made for gnarly trails where you will most definitely fall on your ass. So let me be clear, I'm not really dissing these pads as a product, because for the right people these might be really good. If you're a starting cross-country rider or you don't really feel safe, these might be brilliant. It's just for the things that I do, it's not enough. And that's my fault. It's my fault to buy something that doesn't fit my needs, so I don't want to be too negative about these elbow pads. If you made it this far, thanks for liking the video, thanks for giving me your time. Consider liking and subscribing to the channel and leaving me a comment. Oh, you know what? Let me know which type of pads you're rocking while throwing yourself down the trail. I'm really curious to find out.